Hello guys, welcome back. This is Zach from Zach Animate Studios. Today I just wanted us to have this conversation about roles and permissions, and the reason why I choose Laratrust as my source of assigning roles and permissions to my application. I know so many people have different ways of doing their coding, because I really believe this is not the Bible that you follow this way. But what I normally do, I do as per my understanding, and I believe I will deliver the project as per the expectation, the way I understand the codes. So I have this application. It's a Laravel application, and when I go to the login page, not really login, but the register page, you will see that I have two types of users into my system. Basically, I have the main administrator, and then I want also to register other people like riders at the same time on my system. So when they register, if an administrator registers, he will be taken directly to the dashboard. That is, let me register as administrator. Let me just log in as administrator. Let me try this. And then the password. As you can see, I have logged in as an administrator, and then I've just been taken to my dashboard, whereby I can see my users, I can see the permission, the roles, and also I can see the bikers and all that. These are the pages that. So in terms of logging in, I'm not going to talk about the logging in. Laravel is going to cover it for you with a very nice CSS look and feel of Tailwind. I believe it's a Tailwind, the blade system. That is, if I log out, let me just log out. That means this is a Tailwind login and all that. But now, when I want now to implement now the login and the login functions, that now after somebody has already logged in, I will use now this Sparty. I will use this not Sparty but Laratrust to give the roles. As soon as the user has logged in, I will assign that role to his account, if it is an administrator or if he is a rider. For this case, this was a rider. This is administrator. If he logs in to the administrative side. And then the goodness with this approach is that if a user has logged into the system and he's not of that roles, those permissions that he has been assigned to, so this one is an administrative, as an admin has been given the roles of admin, he will be able to see these pages, users, roles, permissions and all that. But if he's just a normal rider which we can register right away, let's just register a rider. Let's give him a name, rider X. Email is, let me give him that, like O. I remember that. And then password. And then I just register him. He'll be given okay, I think the reason why it does not give, let me just go into the code right away and then change that bit, and then we redo it again, right? So when somebody registers, just 1 minute to repair that, because he's a rider and he should just see the riders page. So I think let me just correct that. You're a rider, then register up. Give me a second. HTTP controllers, and then register controller auth controllers. Okay, what I'm going to just do is register user, edit. Let me share with you the screen. So this user, when he registers, he's assigned the role as an admin automatically. But if now I want to register as somebody with a normal registration as riders, I can just do that, and then I will save that, and then go back to registration. So I have 2 guys, so I can just still log out. That one has been administrator, and then we can just register another person who is a rider. So with that, let's just let's say rider XXX, rider XX, email is let's just remove that, and then password you can share. And then we register him as a so let me copy that, and then I register him. You will see that now. Yes, so this is a rider X. He has been registered into the system, but you can, as you can see, this user has only a few pages to see, and I can still assign him different pages onto the system. That is, if I assign him the roles and the permissions. If I can just share the code, let me go back up 1 level. I will take just 1 code for dashboard. Okay, open, edit. I'm going to share it with you right away. So this is the code for the dashboard. We are assigning that if a user is registered and has a role of an admin, he will be assigned to the dashboard index. Or else if he's a rider, he'll be assigned to a riders index. So as you can see, if I don't want, and the goodness is that this user will just go to that specific page. That means, let's go back here. You see, as an administrator, if I log out, then I log in again as an administrator, you can see the interface is the same, but the roles and the permissions that have been given to this person has different roles and permissions. So this is my take. I see it is very clean, like when I use Laratrust in terms of coding this application. It is very clean, and you can relate to it, like it is the way you will relate to it. The problem that I always had with Sparty was that when you can't hide the pages, let's say this person, he will see all these pages, and if he gets to these pages, you will need to redirect to a 4 page, or you do not have the right to access this page. Customizing the look and feel for that is a bit mbadala, or in our language we say it is somehow you find it there's an extra step that you will have to redirect users when they hit on a 4 page. But as you can see with the Laratrust, if you register somebody and he is not with that specific role as a rider. So you can specify each page. Does the rider has to view this page, like the bikers, something like that? Is he supposed to see the page like stages that they are being registered, right? So as you can see that in this application you have the way to, so like a rider, you will not be worried that there will be data leaks to your page, unless somebody decides to give out the credentials, so that either an administrator gives the credentials to a rider. But as you can see that these pages are completely secure, unless somebody registers it with the wrong credentials, that is, you'll have difficulties accessing those pages. You can still add those roles. You can, because this bit of code is purely coded by hand, and as you can see, we have all this information. We're going to talk about the pagination and all that. We are going to talk about in the next video, but for now I just wanted to explain to a friend. We had this conversation on Facebook. We were having this conversation on Facebook, and I think that we are having this conversation with the right now. This is with the right codes that we are testing on. You see, this is an administrator. He has been given administrative rights, and those rights are being controlled, are being assigned on the controller. If a user has that controller, has that admin right, remember that admin right is also added into the database. As you can see, when you are in the database, those roles, you can see if he has the admin right, he's going to access that page. If he's a biker, he's going to access that page. If he's an administrator, so each page, if you want to have a system whereby the administrator has his own pages, he can see all the workflow in the system. If a rider has, if the riders are only to see what is in the system also, as you can see, we can still log out, or we can open this application on a new tab, and then we can still log in as I hope I have that name, yeah, that one. This is now a rider. I can still now assign him. You can see the rider does not have any rights or privileges to see those specific pages that the administrator has. Now that is how clean I love to use Laratrust Signacle. And in the next video we might we will discuss more about this. So guys, that was my take, and I think this is a very nice way to explain to my friend that the way you understand it, the way you do it, it's totally entitled to you, the way, and then it is totally separated from login. Okay, login is just the motherboard of it, where you start with the login system that is given by what we call Breeze. Okay, this, and then the thing was designed by the first part is you install the Breeze, and then you install Laravel Breeze, and then you come and install Laravel, this Laratrust, and then you can still add, so basically you go through the installation process, all that, and then after you have done the installation, don't even do the migration at first, but you can now go to the seeder part. You can go to the seeder part, you set up the seeder, and then you set up now your roles and permissions right there. So this is where you will do this. After you have done that with all the modules that you're going to have, you're now going to after that you're going now to add. Now you can now do the migrations, and then after you have done the migration, now you can still add. Now I still log out. on the login, on the registration, you can add this drop down of roles and permissions to what extent users are going to be logging into your system. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you for this conversation. I really love what we are doing, and continue supporting us. Share this video, subscribe to this channel, and be part of this greater community. I'm live from Nairobi, guys. Thank you and salute each and everyone for those who are contributing, guys. I'm so humbled, I'm so humbled. So guys, thank you, and let's meet again because of we can do our video tomorrow. Tomorrow is a Sunday, or we get started right back on Monday. So guys, subscribe to this channel, and I'm so glad that we are doing this. Thank you for this conversation. Let's make this conversation. Let's continue subscribing, guys, and mad love for you guys. Subscribe.